Good afternoon and welcome to a sunny Sunday evening on the south coast. A clash which saw these two teams not separated by much at the end of last season, but this season brings about a brand new, fresh perspective, and hopefully for both, a season looking up rather than looking over your shoulder. Brighton and Hove Albion welcome Tottenham Hotspur to the Amex. An opportunity to continue on from what has been a fantastic weekend of WSL football already on FA Player. An opportunity perhaps for one of these two teams to show that there'll be a bigger gap between the two this season.
Your two teams for today, as follows: the Tottenham Hotspur, number 22, and your goalkeeper, Becky Spence. Number 5, captain, Molly Bartrip.
An opportunity for Melissa Phillips to name a strong Brighton Hove Albion side. Nikki Everard on loan from Chelsea starts in goal. Poppy Pattinson in a back four. Vicky Lasada with the armband on. And, of course, Elizabeth Turland, the leading light in terms of attacking presence for Brighton Hove Albion. As for the visitors, Tottenham Hotspur are still, of course, without Bethany England, which means different look to a front three of Grace Clinton, Marta Thomas and Celine Bizet leading the line. Drew Spence in the middle of the park and Molly Bartrip with the armband on for Tottenham Hotspur this afternoon. Ahead of every fixture this weekend in the Barclays Women's Super League, black armbands will be worn and there will be a minute's silence to remember the innocent victims of the devastating events in Israel and Palestine. Our thoughts are with them, their families and friends, and with all the communities who are affected by this ongoing conflict. Prior to kick-off, we will have a moment's silence to pay the respects of the league, both teams involved and everybody, of course.
Number 18, Maisie Simons. Number 22, Andrew Williamson. And number 33, Charlie Rule. Ladies and gentlemen, today we remember the innocent victims of the devastating events in Israel and Palestine. Our thoughts are with them, their families and friends, and with all the communities who are affected by this ongoing conflict. Today, we stand for humanity and an end to death, violence, fear and suffering.
Wonderfully observed, as of course it has been all weekend long in the Barclays Women's Super League and the Barclays Women's Championship and the FA National League as well. Tottenham Hotspur will get us underway then this afternoon in their shade of, not quite a grey, is it? More a stone. They'll be hoping to put on a stone-like performance in defence. Here's through at the other end. Drew Spence and Molly Bartrip who get us underway. He's back to the Spurs skipper as it's thrust forward immediately. Nudged infield. Opportunity now for Drew Spence on the far side. An early corner for the visitors. Opportunity for a couple of players to nudge their way forward and an early sighting at goal. Tracked in and headed away. Not fully clear though, until now. There's Bartrip who can start again, sweeping it all the way back to Becky Spencer. We'll be hoping that it's a different story for Brighton and Hove Albion in this fixture, considering the last time they met on home soil for the Seagulls ended in an 8-0 Spurs win, their heaviest ever defeat in the Women's Super League and Tottenham's biggest ever win to match that as well. However, some of the summer acquisitions, including with the ball in her gloves at the moment, Nikki Everard, to have changed the fortunes for Brighton defensively, certainly. There's Thor Stottit. Pattinson, although nipped in, and an opportunity perhaps for Tottenham to start building. Hooked away before Grace Clinton could really get her studs on the ball and do too much with it. Here's Neville. And Turland trying to find Zigliotti. Turn from Molly Bartrip. Here is Ashley Neville. Into the feet of Clinton. Cuts and field and finds Drew Spence, although flag is up for offside. Bergsund fired in towards Katie Robinson. Here is Robinson, trying to release Turland early. Unable to on that occasion. Bartrip. And Spencer. Both teams were fairly inseparable last season for large periods. That 8-0 scoreline didn't really tell the story in terms of league position. Just 2 points separated the both, and towards the end of the season, both teams were in need of results to just secure their survival and WSL football for the next season. Obviously, it was Reading in the end who succumbed to the drop. This season, there are certainly a number of teams who have invested in the summer and feel an amount of optimism coming into this season. Spurs, of course, good win against Bristol City a week ago. And they'll have another corner here. Grace Clinton wins the corner off of Gura Bergsund. Also coming into it after a very impressive 6-0 win in the week against Reading in the Conti Cup. A number of changes from that team today, naturally, as you'd expect, but very confident, dominant display. They certainly have taken a lot from the 2-1 defeat to to Chelsea on the opening day as well. Plenty in this for Tottenham Hotspur, and here is an opportunity for Summoning to deliver. Towards the far post. It's headed away, but not fully away. It's a driven shot as well. Still bobbling around. Is the chance over? Maria Thorisdottir, who got in the way. One or two optimistic cries for a penalty from Tottenham Hotspur players. Referee unmoved. Home fans absolutely unwavering in their definitive response to that claim as well. Here's Pattinson. Looking to improve on their last home outing. Also welcomed a team from the capital when West Ham United turned up. Nico Ueki's second half winner, which turned out after Smith had opened the score in a 2-0 defeat. But again, a close game in that one, and an awful performance from Brighton and Hove Albion. A good 3-0 win away in the week against championship opposition in Birmingham in the Conti Cup. Looking again to continue on from that. Both teams coming into it off the back of some very impressive performances in the week. Hopefully should give us a good evening's worth of football here on the South Coast. It's Drew Spence. There's Simmons. To step in though, and now Turland. That's Simons. Here's an opportunity for Pattinson to stride down the left-hand side. It took a deflection. It'll be a Brighton throw-in. Bremer on the ball. Still going, Bremer. Little trickery to win the corner. Opportunity for Brighton to strike first. Just a nudge under 7.5 minutes played here at the Amex. Losada, the only Brighton player in shot that you can see, just lurking on the edge of the area. Putting their laces up, but if anything bobbles out. An in-swing, it's headed by Turland. And Brighton and Hove Albion lead. Wonderful in-swinging delivery. And Brighton's leading goal scorer gets another. She's been in fantastic form in 2023. Elizabeth Turland, add that one to the list. Great header, Brighton lead. Wonderful in-swinging delivery. The near post, and does so well to just glance it on into the far corner. It's a fantastic finish. And a player who has made a real impact since arriving on the South Coast, continues to grow that growing potential. Fantastic finish. Brighton lead by a 1-0. So there will be no repeat of that 8-0 drubbing here last season. Might have started well. Tottenham now immediately looking to respond. Here's Summoning. Sprays it wide, looking for Ashley James. It's Marta Thomas now back in field. And Bula. Spence. Intercepted. Losada. Here's Bartrick. Spence lets it run. Clinton unable to get on the end of it. Now Robinson into Simons. Pattinson. There's Nicky Everard. Bergsorn pops it out, looking for Charlie Rule. Lovely ball in field, and now Katie Robinson. This is where Brighton fans want to see her, driving at the defence. Ashley Neville does well though. Between Neville and Bartrip, able to deal with the threat, the ever pressing presence of Katie Robinson. Excellently won back there by Pattinson, but Ashley James also does well to step across and win it back. Neville. Simonen under pressure. Martinen. Switch of play, looking for Grace Clinton. That is a lovely first touch as well. Thrust forward. Now could be an opportunity to continue building. Driven low. Is it going to fall to... Very nearly fell to Simons. Bit scrappy, but Spurs can break away with it. Here's Bizet. Into Thomas. Marta Thomas does really well. Looking again for Celine Bizet. Losada taking no chances. It's hooked clear. Bartrip. Simonen back to Bartrip. Rolls in field, Clinton intercepted. Charlie Rule done really well there. Losada. Dangerous pass and between Bergsorn and then Dottir can lash it up. It's not very clear at all. It is now though. Here's Maisie Simons. Losada. Intercepted by Drew Spence. Wants a foul, not given. Here's Clinton. Going to strike from range. Never really troubling Nicky Everard. A bit off balance when it was struck actually as well, Grace Clinton. So still Brighton have the advantage. 13 minutes played here at the Amex. Elizabeth Turland on the score sheet again, which will be very pleasing to Seagulls fans. Fantastic second half of the season since arriving at Brighton. Another goal for a player they all hope can fire them to a successful season in the WSL. Here is Turland. Doris Dottir. To Nicky Everard. Now Guro Bergsorn. Simon's getting on the ball a lot for Brighton in these opening stages. Here's Vicky Losada. Clinton stuck to the task well and wins the ball back. Now has possession. Shrugs away from Charlie Rule. Now Turland going to strike at goal. It's a good save from Becky Spencer. Needed to be held. Bizet. So, Artinen. It's a lovely pass to Drew Spence. Bit of space now for Drew Spence. Well, it's behind Clinton. She can retain it though. Neville has continued her overlapping run, but instead next to go infield to Summonen. Back to Bartrip. As well to keep it in play. James. Bergsson. Rule. Robinson and Rule interchanging, and Bartrip thunders the header out. Another big test. In fact, it's quite a daunting run of fixtures for Brighton, which we'll come back to after this, because Drew Spence is trying to surge forward and latch onto the end of Grace Clinton's pass, although it's dealt with, and referee disinterested in Brighton's calls for a foul. Somehow Grace Clinton retains possession. Although Spence and Clinton there, a little bit of confusion between the two Tottenham players. Here you look at the run of fixtures for Brighton, and up next is Chelsea at Kingsmeadow. Here's Pauline Bremer first though. Still going. Well defended. Hooked clear out to safety. And in fact, she's conceded a free kick. Here you look at the run of fixtures. Chelsea away from home up next. Then they welcome Manchester United to the south coast before a trip to Manchester in return. But this time to face the blue half of Manchester. Manchester City won 5-0 against Bristol today, before returning home for a fixture against Arsenal. So Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City and Arsenal all to come. They don't get much tougher, much bigger in terms of a testing run of fixtures than that for Melissa Phillips' Brighton. So anything today will be welcomed with open arms, certainly after already securing their first win of the season. If a second were to come in the space of 3 games, that would be very, very welcome. Bit of breathing room before that difficult test. Tottenham, on the other hand, have got a tricky run of fixtures themselves, but from a different perspective. One of the perceived big hitters for a little while. And anyway, they've got Aston Villa up next before Everton and Liverpool, both at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in a matter of just 7 days, before a trip to Leicester City, who are one of the most improved sides in the WSL the past 9 or 10 months. They've been fantastic the first 2/3 of the year. In fact, so much so, I saw a statistic a couple of days ago that only Chelsea and Manchester City had taken more WSL points than Leicester City in 2023. So it tells you just how good a job Willie Kirk has been doing at the King Power. However, for the moment, eyes firmly fixed on this one. Here is Lana Buller to Molly Bartrip. Spence. Now Clinton trying to drive at Rule and gets past Charlie Rule. Guro Bergsson had to be alive, concedes the corner. Really good driving run from Grace Clinton, a player that certainly can make a real difference for this Tottenham side. Drew Spence with the corner. Run something off the training ground, little pop back to Spence, driven low, defended well over Bergsund, headed back into a dangerous area. They're coming together there between Neville and Simons, and it's a free kick actually that's gone Spurs' way, is it? Yeah, free kick that Evelina Summoning can take. Mr. Phillips, deep in thought. She'll be pleased with the opening 20 minutes from her team. However, he's very nearly undone by Drew Spence and a quick thinking free kick from Tottenham Hotspur. Bartrip nodded forward. There's the Spurs skipper again. Artinen pops it out to Neville. Spence for support instead tries to find Clinton, but gets a second attempt of it. This time does use Spence. Bartrip sweeps the ball across to Manabula. It's Thomas. Interceptor goes straight to the Brighton Hove Albion shirt. Pattinson. It's caught underneath Bremer a little bit, but she gets a second attempt at it. Bergson's slice clearance is going to stay in, I think, for Céline Bizet, who's just going to... trying to play on, but it did run out of play. Just inches in that one. But it will be another corner for Tottenham Hotspur. Short to Bizet. Driven low. Bergson turns it behind for another corner. And someone in to take again. Evelina Summonen, plenty of options for her to aim for in the box. Stood up towards the far post. It's Neville, still bobbling around. Frantic from both teams. There'll be another corner. Nobody able to get any real purchase on the ball. It was just popping around. First header from Spence, then Neville. Just tried to be hooked clear by Zigliotti. Finally nodded out by Clinton. Another corner. Bergsund equal to it this time. James pops it back out to Summonen. Drives infield, shoulder to shoulder with Lasada. Referee feels that the Brighton captain has fouled Evelina Summonen. Taken quickly, Bizet. Deep in conversation with Mr. James, who was asking a question as to why they weren't allowed to take a quick free kick. They have an opportunity now to set one up though. 24 minutes on the clock here at the Amex. Still Brighton lead by a goal to nil. Elizabeth Turland with the opener for the hosts. Here's Summonen. Deep whip towards the far post. It's kept in somehow by Neville. Brighton try and produce a counter-attack. Not on this occasion. Rule just lusts it forward. It's instead returned. Now Neville. Bartrip. Bartrip as the supporters trying to get behind the home team. They do have the advantage still. There's James into Summonen. Overlapping run of Clinton is ignored because it's just launched towards the far post. It was Bizet who was the target, just swooping in at the far post. Inches away from connecting. Clever play from Clinton, player on loan from Manchester United. Everard. As we said, that the business that Brighton and Hove Albion have done in the summer shouldn't go unnoticed. And exceptional players brought in, Charlie Wall being one. Everard, of course, on loan from Chelsea, having joined the champions in the summer. Nearly a chance for Turland to potentially double her advantage, but Lasada, another player on the ball there, a huge acquisition. I mean, it's a sign of a player that's got experience with Manchester City, with Arsenal, with Barcelona, with the Spain national team as well. Now wearing the armband at Brighton, a wonderful, wonderful addition, coming via Roma, of course. Williams to throw in. They're a team with lofty ambitions. So they're developing very nicely under Hope Powell before things started to unravel a little bit. Melissa Phillips now firmly in command, and an excellent coach she is to lead this Brighton Hove Albion team into the new year, into the new season, the new era. There's Bartrip. Arsenal under pressure. Arsenal does win the free kick, and someone wants to restart proceedings immediately. Here's Bartrip. Popped into Clinton. Tackle from Lasada. Martinen. Back to Neville. Bartrip. Clinton again. Molly Bartrip. Opportunity for Bizet. Driving at Pattinson. Céline Bizet. Pattinson stuck to her task immaculately. Zigiotti tries to clear, but Marta Thomas is in the way. Hooked clear by Bremer. There's a foul on Turland. Chance perhaps to slow proceedings down a little bit. The hosts, of course, still in the lead. Perhaps needing a momentary break from continued Tottenham Hotspur pressure. Aristotle, another summer acquisition joining from Manchester United. There's Artinen. Wriggling away, gives the ball to Spence. Here's Bizet. Number 2 to aim for in the box. Has, but can only find Doris Dottir. Artinen still going. Still dragging away. Bizet stands one up towards the far post. It's going to come all the way through for Neville. Turns it straight in as well. Lovely movement to create half a yard to then hook it in with the left foot. Lovely passing from Drew Spence, looking for Celine Bizet, but intercepted. Here's Neville. Bergson just shepherds it out of play with a goal kick to Brighton. Likewise, Tottenham needing to dip into the market in the summer. A few big players, big personalities leaving. Keris Harrop, of course, retiring, which was a huge one for the football club to have someone as dependable, experienced, and all-time great of women's football in this country, a WSL leading appearance maker. So to bring in the likes of Bula and Olga Artinen, Marta Thomas, of course, from Manchester United. There's a little bit of experience as well, a little bit of know-how in the WSL. And really seeing how important those three in particular have been. Three starting this afternoon, of course. No chance for Brighton to potentially counter. Trying to sweep it into the path of Katie Robinson, but Ashley Neville's there. James. Under pressure, and Bremer wins the ball back. And Robinson. It's going to be struck from distance from Lasada. Looks like that one was creeping in, though. Long way out, Vicky Lasada, but lined up, struck it well. Made sure that Becky Spencer was being kept honest in the Spurs goal. Oh, Artinen. Drew Spence. Becky Spencer just disguising the pass there and finds Molly Bartrip instead of thumping it forward. Brighton's press is vicious though, and very nearly won the ball back. But now there's space in behind for Celine Bizet. Dottir immediately on her toes though. Is Jen. Punched into a really good area. Thomas. That's a chance for a player of Marta Thomas's quality. Really good play from Spurs though, just finding some opening up gaps in that Brighton backline and looking to make them pay, but fortunately Marta Thomas unable to hit the target on that occasion. Fantastic start to life at Tottenham Hotspur, of course, 2-2. Thomas since arriving from Manchester United in the summer. Pattinson has intercepted by Bizet and drags down Celine Bizet. The first player to go into the thoughts of the referee. For a second, she may have been reaching for a card, but just a warning on this occasion. Another opportunity for Evelina Summonen to wind one up, try and create something as we approach the 34th minute here at the Amex. Go short instead to James. Stands out towards the far post, and it's a creative header from Spence. Foot and a half behind her. She had to really reach back to try and flick it on towards goal, but unable to find a teammate or the frame of the goal. Everard. Header on by Summonen. Neville's there under pressure from Robinson. Spencer. Bartrip again. Bartrip. Nice passage of play from Tottenham Hotspur then to give Ashley Neville a free run down this left-hand side. Here's Clinton. Dances inside, past Rule. And into Bizet, lovely little flick. Now James stands up towards the far post. Few Tottenham players arriving, but none quick enough to get on the end of that. Lovely passage of play, though, from the visitors. Really teasing delivery. Neither Spence nor Thomas nor Clinton able to latch onto the end of it. Cushioned by Bartrip into Summonen. James, a little 1-2 with Martinen. And tries to release Bizet, but Everard's going to scamper across to pick that one up. Take a few seconds out of the remaining first half time as well. It's Doris Dottir. Now Pattinson. Bremer into Turland, intercepted. Bremer wants a foul, nothing given. Bartrip. Now space again for Neville. And press forward under pressure from Simons, but her pass, who was potentially looking for Thomas in behind, is straight through to Nikki Everard. Here's Losada. And Rule. And Neville. Immense pressure there from Zighiotti. Spencer, very composed under pressure from Elizabeth Turland, the goalkeeper. Here's Spence, skips away from Losada, Drew Spence. Rolls the ball into Clinton. It's a good tackle between Rule and Clinton. Flags up for offside though. Neither player knew that at the time though. Neither player giving an inch either. Everard forward towards Turland. The header again though, won by Artinen. A little bit of pressure on Ollie Bartrip there, but redirects the ball back to the goalkeeper. Goes Neville. Nudges it infield. Artinen. Sweeping pass over to the right-hand side to James. To Thomas. To Artinen. And Clinton. Out to Bizet. Céline Bizet. Oh, she's deflected towards James. Very nearly worked out in Spurs' favour. That looked like a shot from Céline Bizet. It just popped out to Ashley James. Corner to be taken then. Summonen again towards the far post. Header that can't quite be directed goalward. Spence has kept it alive though brilliantly. Turlen doing a job in both boxes though, defended well, and now can Brighton counter. Here's the player that Brighton will want on the ball in a counter-attacking situation, the electrically fast Katie Robinson. Instead though decides to check back and give it to Rule. Robinson again, Losada, Simons, Losada intercepted. A little bit of a battle beginning to develop between Drew Spence and Vicky Losada. Two players who had fantastic careers at teams that don't like losing and don't lose very often, so it's one to keep an eye on. Here's Bartrip. Popped into Artinen. Now Bizet. Clever ball outside of the foot towards Marta Thomas, but defended well by Aristotia. Summoning, stepping forward. Spurs still knocking on the door. Marta Thomas defended well again though. Thunderous tackle from Zigliotti. Simons actually who got in first there. Chance for a bit of break-in plays. We can check on Evelina Summonen, who was injured in that clash. And directly involved in 6 goals in the last 6 WSL starts. Evelina Summonen, 4 goals and 2 assists. Scored and assisted in that 3-1 win over Bristol City last weekend. Here's Pattinson. Nod on towards Bremer. Intercepted though. Clever flick from Zigliotti, couldn't find a teammate. Here's Bizet. Turlen's going to press Bula. Composure of Becky Spencer yet again. Flick round the corner from Spence, looking for Clinton. Still going is Grace Clinton. It's a lovely spin from Simons, but Neville is equal to it. And now running out of first half minutes to react before the break. Zigliotti, lovely turn. Julia Zigliotti. Here's Maisie Simons towards Turland. First touch was very nearly brilliant. And Molly Bartrip just testing Becky Spencer yet again. Really seen the composure personified on a number of occasions from the Spurs goalkeeper. Here's Losada. Robinson. Neville in to nip it off her toes, and throwing goes the way of the hosts. Rule sweeping across to Aristotia. Losada Final 30 seconds plus whatever the fourth official and match officials decide to add on. There have been too many stoppages in the first half, so I wouldn't expect some of the numbers we've seen already this season. Bergsund, Everard. 2 additional minutes to be added at the end of this first half. Turland to Simons. Tap on the ankles from behind from Grace Clinton will concede the foul. Rosada leaves it for Bergsson. The referee's insisting it be taken back a few paces. Rule. Bergsson again. Pops it into Turland, lovely turn. Thought she was fouled, nothing given though, and even better turn in that occasion from Martikin. Now, could be a chance for Marta Thomas. Lovely first touch, lovely second touch, still going. Luckily for Brighton, Charlie Rule was aware of the danger and sweeping up behind, because that was very nearly Marta Thomas on the score sheet for Spurs again, and an equaliser for Spurs this afternoon. As it stands though, still Brighton and Hove Albion lead through player on the ball now, Elizabeth Turland. Great little weave out of danger. Now Robinson. Hooked in, comfortably claimed by Spencer, who knows that time is against their team in the first half. Spencer forward to Bizet. Dragged to Thomas. And now Spence rattles the crossbar. It's going to fall to Thomas, and it's in. Brilliant passage of play from Tottenham Hotspur, right on the cusp of half-time. Becky Spence nearly scores one of the goals of the season. It pops back out to Marta Thomas, who has made a habit of finding the back of the net since joining Spurs in the summer. She's done it again, and Spurs are level. What a hit that is from Drew Spence. Brilliant technique from Marta Thomas as well. Drills it low into the ground. Everard gets a glove on it, but unable to keep it out. Right on the brink of the half-time whistle. Tottenham Hotspur draw level. To say on the balance of play, they probably deserve to be going in level at half-time. Tottenham have pressed and pushed and eventually found a way through, and that is the final action of the first half. The host struck first. The Amex was rocking when Elizabeth Turland nodded in at the front post after a brilliant delivery from Maisie Simons on the far side before, right on the brink of half-time, Marta Thomas equalised for Tottenham Hotspur. Half-time at the Amex. It's Brighton Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Look at some of the highlights from the first half, and here is that opening goal from Elizabeth Turland. It's a lovely header, it really, really is. Just cushions it into the far corner. A brilliant opener. Just a reliable source of goals for Brighton. Very nearly had a second as well, striking from distance. Tottenham started to knock on the door a little bit, and this bit of pinball very nearly found its way into the far corner from Artiken. Just again, chances that weren't fully being taken advantage of by Spurs. Rosada tried a luck from range before right on the brink of half-time. Look at that for an effort from Drew Spence. Marta Thomas, wonderfully calm and composed, and drives it into the ground. It bounces past Nikki Everard, and Right on the stroke of half-time, Tottenham draw level. 45 minutes still to play. It will be an enthralling one. Not much to change these two teams last season. Looks like the same story this. At the moment, at half-time here at the Amex, it's Brighton Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1.
Excited, would say nervous, but nervous doesn't really suit me, so yeah, excited. We're passionate about what we're trying to do, we know what we're going after, we know it's going to be tougher than it ever has been, so very excited of what's to come.
I'm feeling really excited and curious in the new season to see how far we'll reach with Chelsea.
What excites me about this team is we've had very little disruption to the current squad. Being able to bring in Jill Roord, who's a top player.
We have a new team together and I'm really excited to see how we can do in this WSL and looking forward to it.
We've had a good pre-season so far, 7 new signings who are bedded in well. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're really pleased with the performance levels. We've had some tough games in pre-season, tested ourselves against European opposition.
I think it's going to be a big step up this year, but I think we're riding the confidence of promotion and we're hoping to really carry it into this year.
I'm looking forward to it. We've obviously got new players in, new manager in, fresh start, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the season starting.
The team goal is to win trophies. Right now we have the cup to give everything for and the league, so of course we want to win trophies this year.
Team goals for the season is to win. We want to be successful, we want to win trophies. We enjoy winning silverware, so that's got to be the aim. We're in it to win it.
We just need to work and improve on what we did well at the end of last season, compete with the top teams and be in and around it.
If we can be even better in the aspects of keeping the ball, be good at dominating the games, doesn't matter if it's top 4, if it's the rest of the league. We want to have our own identity and so basically just building on that.
I think it's just building on what we did towards the end of last season. We obviously have our internal goals, but as a team we'll be looking to build on what happened last season, yeah.
To be competitive, we want to make sure that we surprise teams, and that doesn't necessarily mean in the obvious ways, it means in the fact that we've got ambition, grit, we want to prove our point, we want to play football. And we want to make sure it's exciting for fans because they've been following us through this journey the last 2 years. So I want to make it just as enjoyable for them again.
Ooh, definitely hard-working.
Ambitious, is that the right word?
Together. Quality.
Driven.
Funny.
Passionate.
Togetherness is one word.
I think resilient as well.
Relaxed.
Good people.
Passion.
We love our fans, they're great.
The fans should come down and watch us because we will leave nothing in the tank. We'll put it all out there, we'll work our absolute socks off. So please fans, come and watch us.
We have a good team, we have a team that's passionate. We've got some talented players at this football club and we're really looking forward to seeing what we can achieve this year.
I really hope that we in Chelsea can put out a show for the fans, play some good football, show some winning mentality, both when it goes good, we want to do it even better, but also when it's not that easy. I think this season will be extremely competitive and yeah, there's no reason for the fans not to be there.
We're playing against some of the best players in the world, playing against some of the best teams, and it's our chance to make our mark.
The fans should watch Arsenal because we play good football, we play exciting football, we want to score goals and we want to have possession and dominate games.
They rock Walsall time and time again. The support towards last season was arguably one of the best in the division.
So get your tickets now, guys.
Our fans should look out for every new signing that we have made. Really interesting players with different qualities. So yeah, watch out.
Yeah, we're pleased with who we brought in. What we wanted to do with this recruitment was make sure that we added strength and depth competition for places. We needed goals, so Sophie Roman coming in is a big part of that. We're looking forward to seeing how she settles in.
Janice came in, I think she's very composed on the ball, and then I'd also say Deanne Rose because she's got a lot of experience in the league and she's very quick.
As I said, it's a very new look side, a lot of new signings, but I think that's exciting. We're a new look team, but we're excited to show what we can do.
We've obviously got to 5th spot for the first time, so I think what's different is the ambition and drive from the club is, you know, high from us, and hopefully we can do well this year.
New squad, we lost quite a few players last season. We've also got a new manager, so I think our style of play will change. maybe the formations that we play within that. Yeah, so quite a few changes.
Last season was a really tough season, but it was almost just about surviving, whereas now we've got a fresh slate, so everyone's really excited to get going.
Davison with the deep cross, nodded down by Carney. Here's Mielder, brilliant goal! Maren Mielder.
To midfield, great shots from just outside the 18-yard box, and City do take the lead.
Through Evans down the right-hand side, they're finding a space out on this right. Beth Mead works a shot, crashes it in to the corner of the net. Well, once it arrived at Beth Mead's feet, you really didn't doubt anything else.
Percival's lost it, here's England. Oh! A stunner! Last season's top scorer off the mark inside 4 minutes, and it is a beautiful goal from Bethany England.
It's to be Williams. Oh, how about that?
Good close control by Ford. Here's Miedemar! A howitzer from Vivian Miedemar.
Nicely done by Toon. And then the hit is in magnificently. Olavallia with a beauty to double Manchester United's lead.
Will be mailing it over the wall, and it will be in. And that is the equaliser, and it comes from a set piece.
Horton takes it, and Horton buries it. It is a fourth brilliant Manchester City goal. No scuffers or tap-ins here, just utter excellence.
There's her pace, there's her pace. That's it, taking her clear of Eriksson, who cut down on the angle. He gets a shot away, it's a ripper. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1 it was. And all of a sudden Arsenal are ahead with a splendid Bethany goal.
Well defended, but Lehman got it back, and there's Daly to sweep it in for two. Debut goal for Rachel Daly, and we have a big shock on our hands here. Put it in first time, looking for Shaw again. It'll drop for Laura Coombs, 3-2. What about this from Manchester City?
Space here in midfield for Neville. Neville will go for goal here. Oh, what a strike! What a goal! First day of the season for Spurs, and it's Ashley Neville lighting things up with a super strike.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm Kiara, and this is Save Reacts.
Rebecca Welsh takes the first look at the watch, and Chelsea might be able to win it here. It's Sam Kerr. She's clean through.
Oh, right.
Stopped by Roebuck.
Big and strong
Yeah,
she is.
made
herself big. This is you. Sam, that was a great save.
Oh, thanks. No
After
wonder
that, you didn't even,
after
you didn't even just pull off a worldie. Oh, nice ones.
Thanks, Kiki.
Fair play.
We'll watch it again if we have to.
Ropes again.
Ooh. Oh, this is
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought this would be the one.
Reaction. And she just, that is a wild. She's just so.
There she goes.
No, that was a great reaction too.
Yeah, right on the goal line. Alright, this is the Daily Roebuck show. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, it was like the Chelsea
Nice.
one. Nice Roby.
Great positioning.
I think it was only like 1-0 this game or something.
Yeah, love the facials as well.
Oh, she did well to stay up there.
Yeah, I would have been down. Why is she so open?
Yeah, not very defending, but we're not really to judge that, are we? But we shall.
It's all about the save. Great save, Rose. I can't even remember the save that I made.
Surely not going to show the goal.
Oh,
nice, Kiki.
Get out of here. I just get out of my house.
Oosh. Sent to the shops. Nice, Key. Same big.
Big. And up for the rebounds.
Come on. Straight up. Sponsored by Ellie Robot. Oh, nice. That's
Why did that? Yeah, that looked really weird.
Ooh,
again.
not the
Get
punch.
Get out of here.
Should get out more, shouldn't we?
That's you. I don't like that. Even that kit looked
Oh, I love that kit.
Nice.
Oh,
Sandy.
no. I'll tell you what, not to make excuses, but those mitre balls, when they're brand new, are so slippy. Should be catching this, but you know. Ooh.
That was great defending by Barry.
Yeah.
Big up, Gabby.
Oh, that's it. Oh, lovely. Well, nice. 3 clips between
Wrapped
us.
up.
Substitutions for Brighton Albion. Number 3, Poppy Pattinson, is replaced by number 9, Goomin Lee. Number 11, Elizabeth Turland, is coming off and being replaced by number 21, Maisie Haley. Correction, Madison Haley.
Welcome back to the second half here at the Amex. Brighton and Hove Albion host Tottenham Hotspur in the Barclays Women's Super League. It was the hosts who took an early lead through Elizabeth Turland. Neat header at the front post after a wonderful in-swinging corner. And then right on the brink of half-time, a half that Spurs will feel aggrieved to have not had anything in terms of to show for their efforts. Did get a reward finally, and they equalised through Marta Thomas. So that is why we are where we are. A goal apiece and ready for the second half. And a few changes which we'll run you through in a second, but Tottenham unchanged. Becky Spencer, Ash James, Molly Bartrip, Luana Bula, Ashley Neville, Spence summoning Artinen in the middle, and then Clinton, Thomas and Bizet as a front three as Drew Spence feels she's fouled there. Nothing given though as Norris Dottir. And then 3 changes at half-time for Brighton Hove Albion. Poppy Patterson, the first one, to be replaced by Liga Min. It just runs away from Casey Robinson on the far side. Elizabeth Turland, who had the opener but had a heavily strapped right leg, has been replaced by Madison Haley. And then the third and final change for Brighton Hove Albion, which we'll see a little bit of a reshuffle, we'd imagine, sees Emma Kuhlberg come on for Maisie Simons. So that is why we are for 3 changes for the hosts. So they are Everard, Rule, Bergsund, Doris Dottir and Kuhlberg. And midfield 3 now of Lasada, Lee, Zigliotti, and then Bramer, Robinson and Haley up front. Chance to try and get Bizet in behind. Plenty to think about at half-time for Tottenham Hotspur coach, and message across has clearly been one of an amount of pleasure. No changes at half-time. They've been on the front foot. They've played some good football at times, but at the moment sharing the spoils. Lasada tries to hook it forward towards Lee, but going up for a throw, which Ashley Neville will take. Here's Bartrip. Skips away from Lee. Marta Thomas does well. Neville. Lasada intercepted though. Summoning. Clinton. Tries to thrust it in, is it going to fall to Bizet? Dances away from the tackle, Celine Bizet. And Drew Spence unable to follow up with any purpose. Quite heavily, Celine Bizet. Thankfully, she's back up on her feet. Here's Bergsund. Pushed forward but headed back by Neville. Artinen. Olga Artinen. It's a lovely first touch. Bizet. Didn't wrap her foot around it enough, and it will graciously gathered up by Guy Everard. There's a Zigliotti. Kuhlberg. Rule, who's come over to this left-hand side. Everard. Bergsund. I mentioned the tricky run of fixtures that Brighton have got to come over the next few weeks. I feel even more aggrieved to concede right on the stroke of half-time and Could be on the cusp of conceding again, but Emma Kohlberg is equal to it. And now ball's back with Everard. Dorosdottir. Rule. Into Losada. Switch of play with Robinson. Space to run into for Katie Robinson. Hallie's the target. Zigliotti as well. Hallie with the header down. It's a good showing from Brighton though, and now with a little bit more of a focal point to aim for potentially. And Hallie. Summoning. Dancing away is Grace Clinton. There's Clinton again. Now, James out to Bizet. Stood up well to the task of Celine Bizet on that occasion. Back to immediately in by Artinen. It's going to fall to Neville. Tried the flick round the corner, Clinton. And gave the ball away, and now Lee. Towards Hallie. Bergson still stepping forward. To Madison Hallie. Nudges it wide to Vicky Losada. It's going to open up for Losada. Tried to clip it in towards Lee. Thought for a second she was going to shoot, and it's opened up again. Chance for Brighton to load one back in. Back to Hallie. Just dragged it wide, the substitute. He's looked a real presence since coming on at half-time though. Sharp since her introduction. Artinen. To Thomas. Trying to push the ball towards Bizet, but Rule is equal to it. Now Losada. Now Dorosdottir. And Bergsund. And the lapping run from Lee is found. It's a good delivery in as well. Bartrip, good header out though. Artinen to Marta Thomas. Lovely little nutmeg there from Thomas, and a clip ball over the top looking for Bizet. We're hoping for an offside flag, the Brighton back line. And they have eventually got one. Brighton high press that we've seen in effect this afternoon. Yeah, very good at it. I mean, I think the league high so far, the forced 43 high turnovers in WSL coming into this fixture this afternoon, which for reference is 13 more than any other side. And usually 9 of those opportunities leading to a shot at goal, which is what they'll be looking for in the second half. Although Lee's very nearly nudging away and clipping at the heels, but Neville did really well just to a body in the way, prevent anything additionally from surfacing for Brighton Hove Albion. There's Bartrip. Summoning. Spence. Now a bit of space on this near side for Spurs to try and exploit. Tried to nudge it into a dangerous area, but unable to. Celine Bizet. Here's James. Marta Thomas has stride into the middle of the pitch to retrieve the ball. Gets it. Artinen fires it back to Bula. Clip ball from James to Bartrip. Now Neville. Clinton with the overlapping run. Bergsorn does really well defensively though, and now Lee. Robinson was the pass, intercepted. Neville. Someone in under pressure, nudges it back to teammate. The pass is straight to Rule. Kohlberg under some pressure. Everard's got to be quick. Everard is quick. Here's Losada. Alison Haley. Foul against Brighton number 21. Spencer. James. Towards Thomas, won by Thorsdottir. And Bergsund. So Giotti turns into trouble and Spurs have got the ball back. Great feet from Grace Clinton. Great feet again from Grace Clinton. Now a bit of space for Marta Thomas, who tried to just flick the ball into the path of Celine Bizet. Cannons back off of Robinson for a Spurs throw-in. In by Bremer, still going. Both teams feeling each other out. The opening exchanges this second half. Still half an hour or so to play. Very different game to the one that was on Brighton home soil last season between these two. Finished 8-0 to Spurs. It's fair to say they're both two very different sides from then. Here's Drew Spence into Marta Thomas. Neville intercepted by Robinson. Now Lee. Robinson's switched the burners on. He's gone into the far corner. And Neville's kept up well. Lee again. Now Losada. Lovely spin. It's Haley. Back to Lee. Cannons off of Neville and it'll be out for a corner. Opportunity for Brighton to step one or two further forward and try and get a reaction. Took the lead through an in-swinging corner in the first half. An out-swinging one on this occasion, but it will be taken by the Brighton skipper. It is Vicky Losada. Stunned into an area towards Madison Haley. Really has been very lively since coming on at half-time. There's everything right there apart from Nordic goalwards. Fans in attendance this afternoon. And what was a sunny afternoon, it's turning into Quite a crisp evening on the south coast. And a bar trip. Lee can get a toe on it. Neville comes thundering into the tackle. Wins it fairly. Here's Bergsund. Haley does well to hold the ball up. I think she was fouled, 1 or 2 around her. No. Fairness to the Brighton 21. There was no appeal from themselves. High press again, winning the ball back for Brighton in a dangerous area. The Spurs immediately react and win the ball back. A little bit of a tussle between Osada and summoning off the ball. Spoke about that battle in the middle of the park. Vicky Losada involved everywhere. There's Neville. Summoning. Hartinen. Trying to wriggle away was Grace Clinton. Felt she was fouled, but referee disagreed. Bergsund. Past the hour mark. Still 1 apiece after a frantic end to the first half. Tottenham Hotspur equalising right on the cusp of it through Marta Thomas after Elizabeth Turland, who has now unfortunately departed the game, gave Brighton an early lead. And there's Bremer into Zigiotti, and now Lee. Robinson wants it, calling for it. Robinson gets it. Up against Neville, tried to take the cross early, deflected out for a throw-in by Ashley Neville. And there'll be change for Tottenham Hotspur now. It's Drew Spence who will be the latest to depart. Jessica Naz who will replace her.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 24, Drew Spence, is being replaced by number 7, Jessica Naz.
For Jessica Naz to make her impression on the game, and Drew Spence has the long walk around the outside of the Amex, having departed on the far side of the pitch. First opportunity for Naz to get on the ball, and here is Jessica Naz, the fresh legs, immediately off the bench and immediately into the action. Up against Kohlberg, just a run around the outside, nods it back to James, whose first time cross is a good one. Potentially a foul at the far post between Bizet and Robinson. Nothing given. Here is Celine Bizet. Now Neville. Back to Bizet. Back to Neville. And cleared by Bergsund. Bizet again. Driving in field. Celine Bizet. And onto that right foot from the left-hand side instead now. She's already proved her valuable presence to this Tottenham team in the opening few weeks of the Super League season. Progressed the ball further than any other non-defender in the WSL this season, which the stats can tell you everything because the eye test will do the rest, but we've seen already this afternoon how impactful she can be on the ball with her driving runs. It's a shot from distance, and what a goal that is out of absolutely nothing. Grace Clinton, what a hit. There seemed to be nothing on. There seemed to be so many bodies in front of Grace Clinton, and she unleashed a rocket. Look how many players are in front of her. Look how many angles there are for her to try and navigate through before even working a shooting opportunity. She didn't need any of them. Took it early, rifles it into the top of the net. Tottenham Hotspur lead. sometimes games need a little sprinkling of magic. Well, there you go. From the right wand of Grace Clinton, Tottenham Hotspur, from 1 down, find themselves 2-1 up. What a fantastic goal. A few shell-shocked faces around the Amex because it came out of the absolute blue. Seemed to be nothing on for Grace Clinton. What a finish. Here's Neville. Now there's a little bit of a different swagger about Spurs. They keep the ball brilliantly well at the best of times, but now they've got something to protect, although Vicky Losada has nipped in and got the ball back. Now Lee. Brighton will feel a little bit hard done by. They've done some good work in this second half. Perhaps have had the better of the advanced showings, despite neither team really creating a clear-cut chance. And, well, as Grace Clinton showed, you don't need a clear-cut chance. Sometimes you just need a little bit of genius. And that's what she's produced. Here's Rule into Lee. Losada. Just nudged a little bit too far ahead of Bergsorn by Thorisdottir. Naz. To sweep the ball across to James, but Bremer has nipped in. He'll need a little bit of Pauline Bremer's quality and experience now, heading into the final 20 or so minutes of the game here at the Amex. Likewise for Vicky Losada, but her pass is intercepted by Bizet, and then the goal scorer Clinton. Now Artinen. Still Olga Artinen. Summonen. Lovely switch of play to Celine Bizet. Even in field and tried to nudge the ball onto Naz, but Nikki Everard will come out and scoop that one up for Brighton. Here's Kuhlberg. Now Rule rolls the ball away from Marta Thomas. Madison Haley. Thorisdottir to Bergsorn. Kuhlberg into Rule. Nudges it on to Bremer. To Giotti. To Bremer. Kuhlberg. Good passage of play from Brighton. Here's Ziggiotti with a little bit of space. Turn down the opportunity to swing one in with the left foot. Instead, shuffles the ball back to Thorisdottir. Does stand one up towards the far post. It's a good header out, only as far as Ziggiotti. Chops in field. Yulia Ziggiotti. It's a good chance for a player of Ziggiotti's quality. You can see how disappointed she is with her own attempt on goal there. Here's Naz. 3-on-3 for Tottenham Hotspur. Here's Bizet. Well held by Everard. Quick counter-attack though by Spurs as they need to start pushing players forward. Zigiotti. Now Lee. Now Robinson. Wants a little bit of support and feels frustrated at a lack of support there. Does Katie Robinson? Here's Vicky Losada. Into Bremer. Back to Losada. Forced to go back though to Bergsund. Still plenty of time on the clock for Brighton to react. Robinson tries to spin Neville and then tries to shepherd the space for Lee to run into. Losada. Robinson. Bergsund. Robinson. Lee keeps it in play, just about. Doris Dottir. Back to Guro Bergsund. Thrusts the ball in towards Madison Haley. Molly Bartrip has to nudge the ball out for a corner. There'll be another Brighton corner. In swinger, very nearly caught Spencer out there. Somehow, Vicky Losada tried to swerve against the ball there, and it will be the last piece of action for the Brighton skipper, who will be replaced by Tatiana Pinto. Losada, last piece of action was to very nearly catch Becky Spencer out from that corner and then pass the armband on to Guro Bergsund. Number 5 now wearing the armband for the final 20 or so minutes as Tatiana Pinto comes into the middle midfield. Spencer. Now James. Now Jessica Naz. Do keep the ball expertly well, Tottenham Hotspur. In fact, only Chelsea and Manchester City have had more long spells and passages of play in the WSL this season in terms of passes completed. I think tells you all you need to know about how this new look Tottenham team approach games, and of course will be very heavily strengthened when they eventually get Beth England to return up front. There's Neville. Fizzed into Summoning. Sweeps the ball out to James. Clinton just stumbles on the ball a little bit and can't find a teammate. Now Brighton can try and throw something into this game, although that pass from Doris Dottir was light to say the least. Marta Thomas's eyes started to light up before Nikki Everard scampered out to rescue her teammate. Here's Neville. Out to Bizet. Céline Bizet driving in field. Bizet. Deflected behind by Doris Dottir. applause for Carolina Summoning from the travelling Spurs support. She jogs over to take this in-swinging corner. Plenty of options in the box for Summoning to aim for. Bergsorn with a little flick on. It's just about enough. Is it going to come back to Summoning? Lee gets there first. Lashed clear by Bergsorn. Out for a Spurs throw-in. Double change for Tottenham Hotspur. Kit Graham is the first change for Celine Bizet. The second change will see Rosella Ryan replace the player who has lit up this game in the second half with a thunderbolt that has Tottenham Hotspur in the lead. Grace Clinton to be replaced by Rosella Ryan. And rightly so, getting a big pat on the back from a manager. So less than 15 minutes to play here at the Amex, and Spurs with the double change. There's a first opportunity to get on the ball for Ryan, trying to find a substitute in Graham. Lee. Naz. Bartrip. And Summoning. Lovely sweeping pass towards Jessica Naz, who's got a little bit of space on this near side up against Charlie Rule. Skips past Rule as well. It's a good delivery, but it's well held by Everard. Really well claimed by Nikki Everard. Goldberg's pass, unable to find Rule, and it will be a Spurs throw-in midway into the Brighton Hove Albion half. Spurs looking for consecutive league wins in the same season for the first time since February 2022. They could be well on their way if Naz can find a teammate headed away. Last time they won 2 in a row, yeah, February 2022, and one of those 2 games came against Brighton Hove Albion. It's a difficult division to navigate. If you can find consistency and if you can start to grind out results, it's a very good place to be, especially with the run that Spurs have got coming up. Be 3 wins on the bounce if you consider their Conti Cup exploits in midweek. 6-0 win over Reading, and then a few tests, but some winnable fixtures lined up. Liverpool and Everton in there, Aston Villa as well, Leicester City to play in a little while. Whereas on the flip side, Brighton have got the toughest tests of all to come. Both Manchester sides, and Chelsea and Arsenal, all to come in the next 6 or 7 weeks. Here's Kit Graham. Tries to find Rosella Ryan, does find Diane. Thomas. Doris Dottier stuck out a leg and managed to get in the way of the ball. Here's Robinson. Tries to play it forward, looking for Madison Haley. Could be in here. Haley bustling her way through up against Bartrip. Does really well. Goes down. Some of the Brighton fans think she's awarded a penalty, but in fact it will be a goal kick. Well, 2 sections of the Brighton home support still unsure as to why they should be celebrating. James. Swept away by Bula. Intercepted though, here's Rule. Pinto. Fresh eyes on proceedings as she's replaced Vicky Losada in the last few moments. Here's Lee. Into Haley. Bartrim equal to it though, and Neville can fire it into Naz. Pinto has been able to nip in and win it back. Here's Rule. Pinto again. Kohlberg stands it up towards the far post, towards Lee and Haley, but it's headed away by Summonin, and then Graham skipping away from one tackle. Now Ayan. And a card for the substitute Tatiana Pinto. If they are to see this game out, will bring to an end a pretty dire run of games when conceding the first goal for Tottenham Hotspur. They win this in their last 19 games. 19 WSL games when conceding first. They've lost 17 of those 19. And they've lost their last 9 away games after conceding the first goal. So this will be a real shift in not only momentum, but perhaps overcoming one or two mental scars that they've felt over the past few seasons. Certainly changing the direction of travel. Just had a new look to coaching staff, a new look to a number of the playing staff, and perhaps a different attitude about this Tottenham Hotspur team as well. They've still got a job to do though. Brighton still very much in this. I still feel their efforts should give them one more opportunity to be rewarded. Here's Robinson. Ayan gets back. In the end, Robinson's bundled over by Neville. Graham looks to slide in. Marta Thomas. Still going, Thomas. Angle's narrow, but she's still going, Marta Thomas. Tried to slide it back for Naz. Chance not over though. Here's Graham. Ayan strikes from distance. Rosella Ayan. Really good breakaway. Good play again from Spurs. Graham and Ayan linking up towards the end of that move. Past 83 minutes on the clock. Time very much in the favour of the visitors now. Graham. Kohlberg. Pinto. Pass very nearly caught out Bergson. Diane's going to get there first at the second attempt. And the Brighton skipper does well. Here's Lee. Fired into Haley. Lovely little flick round the corner to Pinto. And now Rule. Zigliotti. Bergson again. Into Haley. Here's Robinson. Tries to bob and weave away from Ashley Neville. With the help of Rosella Ayan though. Spurs stop the danger momentarily though, because Bergson's throw-in finds Haley. Hooked away at the second attempt again by Artinen. Bergson into Haley. Really good driving run again from Robinson for another corner. Another opportunity for Brighton to show what they did in the first half to take the lead and show a well-worked corner routine. This time it'll be an outswinger, and it's Julia Zigliotti who stands over it. Towards the near post, it very nearly fell to Thorisdottir. It's going to fall out to Pinto. Just nudges the ball onto Bergsund. Reverse pass into Pinto. Forced to go all the way back to Kullberg. Robinson towards Haley. Great first touch to bring it under control. Madison Haley has been a brilliant second half addition for Brighton and Hove Albion. Obviously only joined in the summer from Sydney FC, but already proving that she could be a real key player for Brighton and Hove Albion going forward. And the evidence of this second half, better with her on the pitch, certainly. Now it's coming up the other end with Jessica Naz. Kullberg does brilliantly well, though. Naz looked like she was just about to skip away from Kullberg, but defender just stepped across and did just about enough. Here's Graham. Runs into trouble, but comes out of it incredibly with the ball. Graham and thought an overlapping run was happening from James. It wasn't there. And it will be a goal kick. 3 minutes left, plus whatever the officials decide to add on. Brighton needing something. Here's Pinto, very nearly caught in possession by Artinen. Tatiana Pinto showing great composure there, although that press has eventually been found out. Here's Naz. Artinen into Graham. Ayan drawn into the byline. Still got the ball, though Katie Robinson does expertly well. Lee under pressure. Bergsund. Back to Lee. Haley wins the second attempt, and the third attempt. Brighton starting to show they are scrapping for something. Though they need to retrieve the ball back off the visitors, because Vicky Spencer has the ball all the way back in the Spurs penalty area now. Here's Naz. The ball around with such confidence, this Tottenham team, and James looking to release Thomas. Thorisdottir does well, former teammates of course at Manchester United, Thorisdottir and Marta Thomas. Lee. Zigliotti. She's popped out by Pinto. Change for Tottenham Hotspur is Ria Percival. Coming on for Martha Thomas after another goal to add to her name in Spurs colours. Her evening's work is done. She will hope her teammates can see out the remaining moments of this match and secure hard-fought 3 points. Martha Thomas replaced by Ria Percival. Ayan. Artinen thrusts the ball over the top, looking for Naz. Flags up for offside. All eyes now eagerly awaiting the fourth official, who lifts the board to reveal 5 additional minutes. 5 added minutes here at the Amex. 5 minutes for Brighton to find a reply. 5 minutes for Spurs to keep them at bay. Here's Ayan. Little flick round the corner, and now Graham. Spurs can surge forward. They're coming together off the ball there. It's left Naz in a heap on the floor. Now Robinson. Berg Saunders carried her run forward. Towards Haley. Lovely knock back again. Here's Lee. Artinen tries to release Rosella Ryan. Asking a lot. Nikki Everard's going to get there first. And now Lee. 4 minutes left. Bergsond. Under immense pressure from Ayan, and in fact the Spurs player can nip in front and win the ball back. Some of the Spurs players want a foul. Brighton home fans are unsympathetic towards Rosella Ayan's discomfort. And we're back underway. Here's Summonen. Artinen. Percival. Looking forward towards Naz. Kuhlberg's going to get there first. Flags up for offside though. Rules. Intended pass has only found the Spurs player. Here's Naz. Now Graham. There's space on the far side for Ayan. Fired in towards Rosella Ayan. Up against Guro Bergsond. To Olga Artinen. Summonen. Now Percival. There's the throw in. Game management that Percival brings has been brought on for clearly that exact reason. Does so well there to just eke out a few more seconds when a team are throwing high up the pitch. Sigiotti does well though. And Bremer and really getting involved. Bartrip. Bula. Brighton high press, very nearly comes off as Pinto comes within a whisker of winning possession back, and now Naz could be away. She's in a foot race with Kuhlberg and Bergsond. Still going, Naz has support if she needs it. Tries the back heel at the second attempt, and it's deflected in. Game, set and match for Spurs. Rhea Percival has only been on the pitch a matter of minutes. She adds her name to the score sheet and cements 3 Tottenham Hotspur points here at the Amex. She owes a lot to the good work of Jessica Naz. Perhaps a slice of luck here as the first attempted back heel comes back off her own heel into her own path, and then Nikki Everard threw herself to the ground to try and make the stop. Bergsond did likewise, and deflection just popped the ball into the back of the net. Rhea Percival has Spurs third and has secured a third Spurs point. 3 points going back to North London. Bremer skips away brilliantly into Haley. So close. Threw herself at it again. Very promising performance. Second half, especially from Madison Haley. Pauline Bremer involved there as well. It'll be a chance for Spurs to take as long as they possibly can over this, knowing that the job is now all but done. Brighton have a tricky road ahead, some tough tests to come. Today has been a tough test. It's been a battle, and it looks like a battle they'll be on the losing end of. Past the 5 allotted minutes. Maria Thorisdottir will be allowed to restart play here. But that is all at the Amex. Brighton took an early lead through Elizabeth Turland, and usually when Spurs go behind, they don't win the game. However, this is a different look Tottenham Hotspur team. This is a new era of Tottenham Hotspur. My word, did they react well. An equaliser on the stroke of half-time from Martha Thomas before a wonder goal from Grace Clinton gave them an advantage in the second half. Brighton went looking for an equaliser, but as the gap started to open up right at the full-time whistle, it was Rhea Percival to put the game beyond the Seagulls. It's finished here at the Amex. Brighton Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3. You can see how Brighton took the lead early on. Elizabeth Turland yet again on the score sheet. She was in a reverse fixture at the end of last season between these two and nodded Brighton into an early lead. The sun was out, the Seagulls were shining. On a stroke of half-time, Drew Spence rattles the crossbar before Martha Thomas stroked in the equaliser. An equaliser that Tottenham were deserving on their first half performance. Second half, this is the moment. Out of nothing, a rocket from Grace Clinton. Phenomenal finish from the Manchester United loanee. Rifles Spurs into the lead. Yellow card for Tatiana Pinto, who performed well coming off the bench. Brighton made a real battle of it in the second half as the gap started to open up towards the end of the game. Final few seconds, Rhea Percival finding the back of the net after Jessica Naz's hard work. It was a game all right. It was a good game of football. Both teams have got tricky runs ahead and a good battle on the south coast. It's finished at the Amex. Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3.